Okay, guys, welcome. Now, have you seen when the Bible said in the book of Psalm 118, verse 22, that the stone which the builders rejected has now become the cornerstone? This is exactly a depiction of that, and this is that Bible verse playing out. Abejoye, who was removed from the council of chiefs, council of kingmakers by these same men, is now the one who they are running to for help now that the die is cast and all the chips are down. So now that everything has fallen apart, they're now running to him to know what is the source of his power and to get protection, because they've seen that their fellow chiefs, about two of them, have died. Okay, one of them is afflicted and is almost dead, so they are now panicking. They went to meet Abejoye for help. This is what you gain when you follow God, right? That's in your enemies one day would still submit to the power of God upon your life and to the grace of God upon your life. That is what happened in this verse. But I like the fact that Chief actually forgave them and led them to Christ and admitted that all this was not by his power. It was all by the mercies of God that he's where he is today, and that power belongs to Jesus. So that's basically what happened, and he led all of them to Christ. It was very beautiful to watch. So we should learn that when God begins to use us mightily and people begin to draw closer to find out what's happening, we should lead them to God. Chifoloje, when Arabalja appeared to him to try to kill him like he did to the other people, there is something significant he did, which every one of us should learn from. Remember in the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8, when he said, "This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, and you shall meditate on it day and night. Only by doing this shall you have good success." Now, he used the word of God, like he declared scriptures when he was attacked by the enemy, and you can see that the word of God carries life. And so because of this, Arabalja was helpless, and he commanded his hand to stay paralyzed like that, and that was the exact way they found him the next morning. So you see all this witchcraft stuff, most of the times they are not fake, they are not fiction, they are reality. That is why we need to keep praying, and we need to walk steadfastly with God and always keep our altar burning, because the enemy does not want our success at all, and there's a lot of witchcraft in Africa, so we should be very careful, even beyond Africa anyway. So in this same episode, one of the expectations was, I don't know, they went to pray for Arabalja, but they didn't show us what happened after the prayer. They just prayed for him and left. So in season 8, hopefully after that prayer he will receive his healing, and he will become saved, right? That is mostly what happens in some of these in this movie, right? Many of the episodes is just, the aim of everything is to show the salvation of God, show the saving power of Jesus. So probably Arabalja will receive his healing and now submit to God, and everybody will live happily ever after. Abejoye, he ran to the US, or his plan rather was to run to the US in order to take a break from all the humiliation that he was facing, right? But remember that you are supposed to include God in your plans. Something happened, something very shocking happened to him. On arriving in the US, he got confronted by his guardian angel, or by, I think, God through an angel. Yeah. And the message was that he has to go back to Nigeria because he did not inform God. He did not ask God whether he should come. This one hit me because a lot of people are making Japa plans. A lot of people are thinking of how they would leave Nigeria, run away from the terrible things that are happening here. But they are not asking God, should I go? Remember when David asked God whether he should go forth? And God said he should go ahead and pursue and he will overtake. Now, Abejoye did not ask God whether he was supposed to go to US as he planned to. And so he landed himself in trouble. But the good thing is that it was all a dream, right? And another good thing is that he actually obeyed God in that movie. Some people will be like, my son has paid a lot of money to fly me over to this place, so therefore I cannot go back. At least I should. He was even begging God to give him like 1 week, but God refused, and he took that decision as final. Came downstairs and informed his family that he has to go back the next day to Nigeria, and it was somehow, but sometimes God's commands are difficult, but we just have to obey because he is God, right? So that's one lesson I learned from there. And you know that God, remember Jeremiah 29:11, when God said, I know the plans I have for you, plans of good and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. Now, he would just ordinarily feel like, what is God trying to do here? But God had a plan, and you see that in the rest of the movie, right? In the rest of this episode 5, God restored him when he went back. Okay, he found out it was a dream, and thankfully it was just a dream. And then you can see that God restored him, gave him back his crown, gave him back his position as chief kingmaker, and that was like just like a giant door has opened for a lot of great things to happen in the land of Ajibogun. And that is what's going to happen in season 8, right? A lot of revival is coming forth. The revival that was being opposed by Abejoye is finally going to come forth. These are just my predictions anyway. Don't really know when the movie is going to be released. I don't know what's going to happen, but if I'm just to predict based on the storyline, this is what I can say. As for this Abejoye, you can look at him, look at how funny and shameful he's looking. I'll talk about him in the next video I make. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, tell me in the comments what your own expectations for season 8 episode 1 would be, and I'll be there to reply you guys. Peace out.